the day. Tristan, Death, Shadow, I saw you guys in there. How's everything going? Had a pretty good day so far. Went to the farm this morning. It was pretty chill. Started by just watering some cucumbers. So the ones that I kind of transplanted the other week that were like this big, now they're like this big. So those got put into the greenhouse today. Yum, cheese, Tris. Nice. Nice, man. I just had one snapper. One of these things. I was like, I feel like something sweet or like having a coffee, but instead of coffee, I had one of those. And then the rest of the time at the farm, after we did the watering, we went to do weeding. So we started weeding the lettuces. And that was good. Used like a big hoe. Just kind of dug all this stuff out. There's like lots of grass and stuff that's long in between the lettuce. So we cleaned it all up. Obviously it's all organic, so it's pretty hard work. Is that a Canadian delicacy? I don't know. Do you guys not have snappers? Nice, Death. Nice. Chillin' like a villain. And then after we did the lettuce, we did like 3 beds of lettuce, so it took us quite a while, and then we moved on to the peas and then squash, and that's it. Not like a very exciting day. We didn't harvest anything, not much, but almost all of the fields at the farm are now full. You've never heard of snappers? Oh, Trist, I'm pretty sure you would love them. I have the dark chocolate ones, and Sammy always gets the milk chocolate ones. He doesn't like dark chocolate. Okay, so Travel Tuesday. Doing some Cantonese style food. And this thing is like pretty near and dear to my heart, char siu. Like Sammy and I had it for the first time together in Vancouver from like one of the best places, and it's super cheap and delicious. And I want to try and recreate it myself, see if I could do it, and serve it kind of the same style. Will I take a part-time job there? So I asked Sarah, the like second in command at the farm, and she said there's no opportunities for part-time jobs unless someone quits. So I'm not going to wait for them. I am going to be probably putting out a bunch of resumes tomorrow. Whether it is grocery stores or restaurants, coffee shops, I am not going to be picky with the part-time job that I get. As long as it's something different for me to learn, and that way I'm not going to get bored, because I get bored really easily. I always need stuff to do. So I know it's going to go by fast too, because it is part-time. And I just like to have a little bit of extra money, I think, to be able to travel and enjoy the summer. Pay off some debts as well. Yeah, coffee shop. I know there's one here in Souk that roasts their own beans there as well. And they do like all of their homemade baked goods in-house. So I thought that would be a really good one. When Betty took me there the other day, I saw that they were hiring. And the coffee was amazing. Like, it did not affect me bad at all. So I think I would like to work there. Okay, back to our char siu. So the way that this is served, where Sam and I go to eat it, it's simply just served with boiled white rice and one thing of broccoli, just one little floret. And depending on how much you get on your plate, I don't know if you guys looked at the photo I put in Discord of the char siu, and I believe it was a duck plate for $9 Canadian. Like, it's so cheap, and the meat is unreal. And they cut everything to order. But luckily, the char siu that we have, this has been in the freezer since last time we went to Vancouver, it's not cut. So we asked them not to cut it, just because we knew we were going to be putting it away. And we didn't want it to lose any juices if they cut it there. So we asked them to keep it whole, and we'll slice it up today on stream. And we'll do a comparison between the pork tenderloin that I do and the one that we brought back. Tris, yeah, you have a green monster and a venti caramel frap, and you come home and take a nap. Probably a sugar crash more than like, or even a caffeine crash. I like space it out maybe a little bit more so you just keep running like the Energizer Bunny. Okay, so I'm doing sesame rice and then steamed bok choy, as well as some kale tops that I have from the farm. So I thought these would steam up really nice. They're nice and sweet, and I love how they have little flowers still on them. And then the other thing that I got from the farm today, because I am all out of green onions, I do have chives outside. There was green garlic on the farm stand. So I was like, yoink, I need this for tonight. So we're gonna see what this actually is, because I don't think I've ever used this before. I've used the garlic scape, which is the bud from the garlic, but never this. So we're gonna go into a little bit of fun facts and stuff about that, and then we'll carry on. Yes, Albus. Gonna use the swords today. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, nice flowers. It's all good stuff. And then at the farm, there's also artichokes coming. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to bring maybe 2 or 3 home and cook them up on stream. I've never cooked fresh artichoke before. I've only ever had it from a can or a jar. So I think that would be pretty amazing. Need to learn more things, guys. Okay, timeline today. So the char suey needs to marinate for a minimum 24 hours before you cook it, which we did that yesterday. So if you guys can remember, this is how it's looking today. I flipped it over this morning before I went to the farm, just so it could kind of marinate nicely on both sides. And then this is just going to be dropped into the sous vide. So the recipe I was looking at for the sous vide said to cook it for 24 hours. This is a pork tenderloin, so it's really tender. I didn't think you'd have to cook it that long because I think the texture of the meat would change too much. Like it would go almost more pasty. So I'm gonna do this more of a quick style of a sous vide cook, and we'll probably do 2.5 hours on it. So it'll probably go in around 3. We'll pull it out at 5:30, and then we have to finish it in the oven with the sauce and kind of brown it up under the broiler. He's good, Tris. That's so funny that you asked, because he texted me today while I was eating lunch a photo of a beer and the remnants of his lunch that he ate at this restaurant that we went to before, and he said everything is really good. So he was drinking a raspberry ginger sour beer. And I was like, I want one of those. But yeah, he's good. I'm sure he's just putzing away at home, getting everything ready. The house is like pretty crazy that they bought. It needs a lot of work. But the shop is like perfect. So I'm sure that's where he spends most of his time. Hello, Vune. How are you today? Okay, onto the timeline for the sesame rice. That will take about 20 minutes to make. I mean, you only need as long as it takes to boil. And then we're just gonna dress it with a bit of sesame oil and toasted sesame seeds. Very, very simple. And then the bok choy will probably take around the same amount of time. We're going to steam it in my little steaming pot. So we might have to do a couple batches. Maybe we'll be able to fit all of the bok choy together and then all of the kale tops. And then that will just get transferred into a metal bowl for it to stay hot. And then we'll dress it with some chili garlic oil, maybe some lemon juice or lime juice or zest. And then that is done. That's it. Very, very simple. Nice, Bune. Relaxed day at work. Mostly meetings, yeah. It's like, Hello, Thule. How are you? So ingredients for today, obviously we need, I mean, depending on how many portions you're making, usually 2 full pork tenderloins will feed at least 4 people. And I have a couple pieces of the other char suey, so let's say I have 3 pork tenderloins in total. Oh, nice, Tris. 24-month aged cheddar. That's the good stuff. Good, Thule. That's good to hear. So the pork tenderloins, I don't know if you guys saw the recipe that we did yesterday when we marinated the pork, but you'll need green onions, garlic, soy sauce, Chinese rice wine, sugar, hoisin sauce, and a little bit of sesame oil. And then the sauce afterwards that gets put on to this, after it comes out of the sous vide, we're gonna do a mix of hoisin and honey, soy sauce, some more rice wine, and then a little bit of 5 spice is the finishing sauce. Albus. Rice wine as in the drink wine? No, I mean, I don't think this would be super appetizing to drink. It's quite mild in flavor. And there's like no added sugar or anything. The alcohol content is 8.9 though, so if someone was really desperate, chug a couple bottles of that. I'm sure you would not feel good after, but it could work. Let's just say that. Okay, for our rice, obviously we need rice. I'm probably going to cook up 2 cups worth for today since we have a little bit of leftover rice from the Mexican stuff yesterday, so let's not load up the fridge too much with leftovers. Butter sticks and rice wine. Oh my god, Jim. Your guys' diets. And then I have some toasted sesame oil. You want the really nice dark stuff. That's gonna have the best flavor. And then roasted sesame seeds, which are the multicolored ones. I like to garnish with those. And then, like I said, you'll probably want a scallion or green onion of sorts to just garnish the rice with. I always like to eat rice with green onions or something on top, especially if it's served with Asian style food. Preparation for TV shot Fear Factor. Man, that show was crazy sometimes. The stuff that people ate on there, oh my god. Okay, Bok Choy. So I have the baby Bok Choys. Da-da-da-da. We'll probably quarter those up or halve them depending on how big they are. And I showed you guys the kale tops, so we'll steam those up too. And then I'm just using the chili garlic oil. And guys, I think we're going to have to make more of this soon because this bottle is under half. And I know how quick it can get used up. They're bringing Fear Factor back into the US. Nice. Yeah, cooking with that rice wine. It's not even Thirsty Thursday. I'm wild today. And that is pretty much it for ingredients. I mean, you can dress bok choy however you want, or you can just keep it plain and be like super healthy. It's really up to you, but I like it. It's nice and juicy. It pairs well with a lot of other flavors. We're wildin'. What's Fear Factor, Vune? Oh man, it's just a show where people try to face their fears. Like they're eating stuff, they're doing like weird challenges like with spiders or like crazy obstacle courses. It's very entertaining. That's so cool, Tris. Yeah, for money. Yeah. They do all this crazy stuff to win money. I don't know if it's worth it. Okay, let's do a little bit of fun facts. So let's start with the green garlic first. So I found an article that talks about the difference between green garlic and garlic scapes. So green garlic is young garlic with tender leaves that is harvested early in the season before the bulb is fully formed. Okay, so this is literally garlic that was pulled out early and then the bulbs have not all formed yet. Interesting. The garlic scapes are the curly shoots from the plant that form later. in the season, and then those turn into green curly stalks with a little bud on the end. And then those you can pick, you can grill up, you can pickle. They are amazing. Should be seasoned pretty soon for those. You'd eat it just for the heck of it. Some bugs actually taste good. It's true, Death. Yeah, you could crush this. The easiest way to think about green garlic is that it's baby garlic. It has a long green top that looks a bit like green onions, and sometimes a tiny bulb at the end. Green garlic is more mellow and less spicy in flavor than regular garlic, and it can be used raw or cooked like scallions, and it's usually harvested in the spring. Easy peasy, I'm into it. So we're just gonna slice that up thin and use it for garnish today. Pretty excited. Trist, I'm clicking on your link. Is that just the fear factor? Oh, that cheese though. So good. You wonder how grossed out people would be if you made potato bugs, fried ants on a salad, and crickets in pasta on stream. Man, that's the thing though, Death, is like all of the super expensive restaurants right now in the world are serving bugs. Like that's gonna be the next thing. Like they've already been serving ants and stuff for a couple years, I think. And that's insane to me, like to pay, let's say $300 for a meal and you're eating insects. It's like, I could go outside and eat this right now. What am I actually paying for? The fact that you picked the ants and put it on there, I don't know. Hello, Pulse. Cantonese. Yes. I've never seen the Tillamook cheese, Tristan. That's not a thing here. I'll have to go find it in the US though. Okay, on to Bok Choy. Because we need to divulge a little bit further. We need to know what it actually is, how it's made. It's true, Jim, it's true. But even if you try to make that at home, it's not going to taste like McDonald's. It's not. They do some crazy shit, I think. Okay, Bok Choy is a type of Chinese cabbage. Trist, I don't know if I can bring food in from the US. Like, I don't know. Like some stuff you can for sure, but like fresh stuff like that, I really am not sure of. But the only way to know is to try, I guess. I mean, Sam's parents always bring stuff back over the border, like the Oreos and stuff, but that's Oreos. Like, there's not any fresh product in that. Where I know they're a lot more strict with like meat and vegetables and stuff, so I don't know where dairy really falls into that. Yeah, no fresh produce. So is cheese fresh produce even if it's wrapped? Only drugs and ammo, Jim. Okay, so on with the bok choy. So it says varieties do not form heads and have smooth dark green leaf blades instead. And it forms a cluster reminiscent of mustard greens or celery. I've never seen those. And those varieties are more popular in southern China and Southeast Asia. Can't confirm cheese. Yeah, I know. That's the tough one. I'll have to try it. Oh, Thule. Okay, so maybe you can. As long as it's like still wrapped in the original package. Okay, so other than the ambiguous term Chinese cabbage, the most widely used name in North America for the chinensis variety of bok choy, so the one that I showed you, from the Cantonese words literally meaning white vegetable, And it's also called Bok Choy as well. So in the UK and South Africa, the term Bok Choy is used. Nutritional value. Raw bok choy is 95% water, 2% carbs, and 1% protein, and less than 1% fat. So it's really, really healthy for you. Like I said, it's super juicy. Doesn't have much flavor in it because it is 95% water. Weird, guys. You can't even bring food or fruit from Oregon to Cali? Craziness. So bok choy contains glucosinolates. These compounds have been reported to prevent cancer in small doses, but like many substances, can also be toxic to humans in large doses. But particularly only people that are already really badly sick or ill. Good to know. Don't eat a lot of bok choy if you're dying. Your friend snuck in some Mexican food from Mexico? Yum. Yeah, I don't know vegan gelato. That's a tough one. Like, what is cheese considered? Okay, on to the char siu. Then we're gonna get going. So char siu is a popular way to flavor and prepare barbecued pork in Cantonese cuisine. It's classified as a type of sui mei, which means Cantonese roasted meat. There are a variety of pork cuts that can be used to make the char siu, and the most common one is actually the pork neck, which I didn't actually know this. So the pork neck has quite a bit of fat in it, and it's really nicely marbled, which makes it really good for this because it gets super crispy and it absorbs all the flavors and it doesn't dry out, most importantly. You could also use pork loin, which I'm using today. Pork belly, which is juicier and fattier. This is for you, Jim. And pork butt as well, so pork shoulder. And that will produce a leaner char siu. And the pork shoulder will also take a lot longer to cook because there is more connective tissue in there. Do it up, Trist. What's the idea? I always love when you guys have new ideas. So char siu literally means fork, burn, or roast. Sui means burnt or roast. And char means fork, literal fork. After the traditional cooking method for the dish, long strips of seasoned boneless pork are skewered with long forks and placed in a covered oven to make or over a fire. Hello, Steve. How's it going? So far the day's good. The sun is still shining. It was super foggy this morning though. Couldn't see nothing. Okay, in ancient times, wild boar and other available meats were used to make char siu. However, in modern times, the meat is typically a shoulder cut of domestic pork, seasoned with a mixture of honey, 5-spice powder, red fermented bean curd, which there's no way I could find that here, dark soy sauce, yes, hoisin, yes, and some places also put in red food coloring, which is why you sometimes see like the really, really bright pink or red ring around the outside of the pork. And you could also use sherry or rice wine as well. I don't think we have any sherry, so I'm going to use rice wine. Tristan, beef tamales. Seeing someone make the corn and shredding the beef would be so cool. Let's do it, man. I'll write it down for you. Let's put in the notes. I've been wanting to make tamales because I know there is a store here that has the corn husks. And I have the masa already. You've always wanted to know how they make the outside part? Yeah. I mean, I've never actually made a tamale. I've seen them being made, but never done it myself, I don't think. And hello, Sack. How are you? You love making tamales? Yeah, a lot of work, but it's worth it, totally. Jim, I just love eating. Okay, so all of those seasonings I listed before, turn the exterior layer of the meat dark red, which is similar to the smoke ring of American style barbecue. And then maltose, which is a liquid sugar, can also be used to give char siu the characteristic super shiny glaze. Char siu is typically consumed with starch, whether it's inside a bun with noodles or with rice, in fast food establishments, or served alone as a centerpiece or main dish in traditional family dining establishments. Okay, that's it. That is it. Chicken wrapped in bacon. I'm in. That's your go-to food? You've had it before? Yeah. Chicken wrapped in bacon. Okay, that's char siu. I mean, not much about the origin, hey? Let's see if I can divulge a little bit further still. I don't know, guys. I don't think so. All right, let's get started then. Let's do it. Bacon wrapped in chicken? Oh, God. See, that would be dry. You got to do it the other way, Steve. Save yourself. Okay, so sous vide, the circulator, is set to 138 Celsius, or sorry, Fahrenheit, a and that is the temperature that we want the internal of the pork to be when we take it out, which actually comes out to it being around medium doneness. So if you're to cook a steak, around 140-ish is like a medium cook, and that's what we want our pork to end up being. Do I ever take a sick day? It's funny you asked that, Albus. Like, yesterday was a holiday for a lot of people in Canada, and I guess in Europe as well, because Vian said it was a bank holiday. And like everyone was off work yesterday, and I was just like totally did not want to stream. And then I was like, well, if I don't stream, I could miss out on something awesome. So why not stream? Plus, I like to see all you guys all the time. So sick days, I don't know, don't really happen, or I try not to. Get lots of good sleep every night. I think that helps a lot. And then I eat quite healthy during the week. Weekends are like so-so. Sometimes Sammy and I have terrible things, but oh wells. You smell bacon every morning. Do you just like drool? Yeah, I don't get sick. I can't. It was called Victoria Day. Victoria Day. So we can literally put our pork into the sous vide, just making sure my bag has no holes in it. And then that's going to cook until around 5:30. Your big holiday's next Monday? Yeah. I know everything's coming up so quick. I feel like the summer is just gonna fly by. Yeah, it's still under British rule. Literally, that. It's the truth. Taking all the air out of the bag. letting the water push it out. Thank you, displacement. And that is done. Yay. Hardest part of the day. All hail the queen. Would you like some tea and crumpets? Hello, Rod. How are you? How about wine and edibles? There you go, Trist. Okay, so order of prep. Sous vide the pork. Done. Checked off. And actually, we don't have too much prep to do today, guys. It's very, very simple. So we're going to work on a couple other things as well. So I have some whole cumin and coriander that I've been wanting to blend up or ground up into a spice powder. So we're going to do that today on stream. We're going to toast it and we're going to grind each of those. And that way I can keep using them to cook. And after that's done, then we'll make the char siu sauce, so the finishing sauce for it. That should not take us very long. We can prep the bok choy and the kale tops after that. And same with the green garlic. We can slice it up really thin. Minimal prep. Yeah, this is the easiest dinner ever, vegan gelato. Like, you can probably make the pork in the slow cooker. I'm really not sure, but there's probably a recipe out there. And then after we do our veg prep, we'll prep up our steamer for our veg, get that ready. Prep the sesame rice. There's not much prep to do for that. And then prep the pan for the pork. So it's going to be a baking pan with parchment underneath, or foil actually. Let's do foil because it's going under the broiler. And then with a metal rack, a wire rack on top. And then that is going to be used to bake the pork in the oven to finish it with the sauce. Hopefully it gets a little bit crispy on the outside, or maybe the sauce will just brown a little bit, which you definitely want that to happen. So after that stuff is all prepped, then hopefully we should be able to cook our rice. Should be around like half an hour, 40 minutes out. Rice stays hot for a long time on the stovetop, so don't be scared to make it earlier if you have time. A rack, you say? Yes, Tris. And then we will cook our veg near the end as well. My guess is the bok choy will steam for about 3 minutes. Not very long. Same with the kale tops. And then, like I said, we're just going to toss them in a bowl after with the chili garlic sauce and some salt and pepper. And then we'll finish our pork under the broiler. Slice everything up and serve it. That's it. And this meal, so typically a plate of this costs around $10 Canadian for the rice, 1 piece of broccoli. So we're bumping up the veg. And then you get about, let's say, half a pound of meat. But some of the meat does have bone in it still, so you kind of have to calculate that in. Not sure if I'll be able to cost this near the same price, but my guess is it should be less. If you guys want to know after, I can get Sammy to cost it up for us real quick. He's really good with that. Guy Fox Ninja, hi, how are you? It's been forever. Okay, so that's it. Char siu is in. Let's get on to our spices and we're gonna get rolling. I think I'm gonna open up the window, let some fresh air in. We're chilling today, guys. Taking it easy. Tristan, that's you all the time, just eating. To the windows, to the walls. Okay, what pan do I want to use to toast these? I think we're gonna use the white pan. This guy. You've been eating and chilling all day. What a life. Tough times, hey? It's too hot to chill. Steve, go jump in a pool or something. Okay, so our coriander. This is what the seeds look like from the cilantro plant. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we're gonna pour those into our pan. Toast them up until they start to kind of pop and get fragrant. And then we're gonna grind them up in the Vitamix. And we'll make our spice powder. Yeah, when is Sammy gonna be sous chef? I know. I don't know, man. I actually honestly miss working together with him a lot. It was very weird when we stopped doing that. I'm not gonna lie, I miss it a bit. Okay, so this might take a couple minutes to heat up as well. Like, I've always been Sammy's sous chef, so it's funny that he would be the other way around. You made some chili and rice. Oh, Betty used to make that all the time when we were younger. And chocolate banana bread. Nice. I did that yesterday on stream, guy. Jim's hot. Oh no. Yeah, even just like a little bit of sugar in the banana bread, you still need it. Sammy needs to be demoted to dishwasher. He is a really good dishwasher. Like, he helps me out a lot. After stream, he typically always just like loads up the dishwasher with as many dishes and then kind of cleans up everything for me. It's awesome. And then I just finish everything off. Yeah, really, Guy Fawkes. And we put walnuts in ours yesterday as well. So here is the blender we're going to use for our spices. This is the dry container. Works a little bit different than the wet container. What did I miss? Brulee it? Oh my god. Brulee the banana bread. Do it. Yeah, put a shell of sugar on top. Please do it. Streaming tomorrow, Death. I'm pumped. I'm gonna pay you a visit before I start. For sure, Z's. It's 97 there and it's not hot. Man, I can't wait for it to just stay warm like this. Feeling a beach day pretty soon, I think. You need to be pumped at the gym. And I haven't gone to the gym in forever. Just gonna give this a little stir. Nothing crazy happening yet. You want a processor. You're tired of crushing graham crackers by hand. I don't think you need a super expensive one. I'm sure Cuisinart has like a little dinky one that would be super handy still. And it's worth the money. How would one brulee without a blowtorch? You can do it in the oven under the broiler. Just it's a lot less like even. The way it starts to brown, I guess, so you'd really have to watch it, but you can do that. The only thing I'm going to say is to brulee it, you want to make sure that you have like a really even coating of sugar. Otherwise, you might actually burn the top of the bread. But try it, Guy Fawkes. That sounds so good. A crunchy little shell on the top of the banana bread. What? Guys, the hoe at the farm broke my back. The struggle is real. Ugh. Stretch it out. That's all I'm gonna say. I dug up so many weeds today. You're trying it tomorrow? Yes. The hoe at the farm, yep. The little tool with the pointy end on it that you use to like dig up stuff. Dug up a lot of grass and weeds today. I know you would say something to it, Tristan. That's why I said it like that. The hoe at the farm? What? What kind of farm is this? Okay, the coriander is just starting to get fragrant. Probably a couple more minutes in there, and we should be good to blend it. The pointy thing. I don't know how else to describe it. It has a pointed end. Never a dull moment. That's all I gotta say. Exactly, Trist. That's how I felt all day. Yeah, those dirty buggers. Oh, and I brought home a little tomato plant today too. It's called Stupice. Apparently it's an Italian variety. Let me look it up. I think they're yellow. But one of the guys at the farm said it's really, really good. One of the best early tomatoes. Perfect for gardeners in northern climates. Yay. They produce lots of red, small to medium-sized fruits over a very long season. I'm excited. Stupice. PUBG or coriander pan. Yeah, if only PUBG had a white pan though. Okay, you can see it's starting to smoke a little bit. We're almost there. It's starting to pop. Albus, just do both. What happened to Clapped? I don't know. That's a good question. He hasn't been in here for a while. Those aren't the long types. They're just like little round tomatoes. I know, I thought they might have been the sauce ones. Okay, you see that smoke, guys? Let's take this stuff out, because these will burn relatively quick if you don't take it out of the pan, and it actually smells really nice and fragrant. Got those cilantro smells. And we'll let this cool off just a bit before we blend it up. So we can transfer, let me just smell that. We can transfer the cumin into here now while this cools. Do you like the burner that's going crazy back there? Okay, that's a lot of cumin. Let's do this. Ooh. It's gonna smell like tacos in here now. You like this pan, Steampunk? It's like destroyed. We definitely destroyed it. It was a non-stick pan. Has anyone tried Tide Pods? Oh my god. Aw, Tris, I know, see? You thought he was annoying. And now that he's gone, it's like, I miss him. But yeah, he probably did get grounded again. The lemon pod? What about like the vanilla or lavender ones? Oh, you thought this pan was cast iron. Nope. Nope. I believe it's just a Legostina. It's like Legostina Blanco or something. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. We don't need it right up to medium high. Lavender sounds good, Jim. Yeah, I got this pan from Canadian Tire. They lasted pretty long, but still not as good as the cast iron pan. Okay, let's just shake this up to cool it off a bit. Fiscal, hey, thanks for the biddies. Just comes in here and throws her money at me. Ooh, now the cumin's smoking too. Yum. Okay, a little bit longer, and then we should be good. Then after this, char suey sauce. Yum. Uncle Stinky, hello. How's it going? Okay, this is smoking pretty good, so I'm going to take this off of the heat now. Like I said, you don't want to burn it. Let's just keep tossing it to cool it off a bit. And that's it. Done, 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 done. Okay, lid is going on this. Let's make some coriander powder or ground coriander. It might be a little loud, so you might want to turn down your sound to start. I know this thing can get a little bit aggressive, so you have been warned. That's all I'm gonna say. I was going to say I saw chefs' stories today. They've been doing some stuff. I was like, I wonder if he's with Uncle Stinky today. Today is the day. Yeah, you're welcome for the warning. You don't want to break anyone's eardrums. So we'll start low and then we'll turn it up as it blends. Just give this a little shaky shake. If you guys can see that, we've got some ground coriander. We're almost there. Smells so good. There's just a couple of the husks, I guess, that we gotta blend up, but we're good. We're almost there. It smells so good. Smoke some coriander. You want the knife top, right, Albus? You guys. Yeah, the mini scimitar. No, that is the scimitar. That is a scimitar. Death. Gifting the sub to Uncle Stinky. Thank you, man. Yeah, you've given 5 subs in the channel in the last 2 days. The heck? Thank you so much. Let's get some love for Death in the chat. He's keeping us going the last few days. Hi, Rush. How are you? How's Thomas? I'm doing well. We're having a pretty relaxing stream today. And hello, Dante. Welcome in, man. Okay, let's take a look at this. Our fresh spices that we just ground up. It's definitely not perfect, but there is a very nice, almost like lime scent coming from this. If you wanted to be really picky with it, you could strain it through a fine mesh strainer, but I think I am okay with that. I'm just gonna put it back into the container it was in, and we're gonna move on. On to the cumin. What? I updated my stream elements. How is that what it's going on? This doesn't make sense. I don't know why it's doing that, guys. Let me just refresh it and see if it works. Because on here, what I have for my menu command is the Cantonese food. I don't know, stream elements. You're being wild. Let's try it again. I don't know why it's doing that, guys, but she crazy. Hello, Liz. Welcome in, everyone. Okay, pouring this back into our container. Using a funnel so I don't make a huge mess. Yeah, ban stream elements. Okay, that's a donezo. So this was pretty much full, right? So you can see how much less we have now, but it's all ground up. So way easier to use. And I'm not going to rinse this because we don't want to get it wet for the cumin. I'm just gonna wipe it out quickly. My cloth is nice and dry. And then you will blitz up the cumin as well. When I make mac and cheese, what kind of cheese do I like to use? Usually a combo of like 3 or 4 cheeses. Definitely a cheddar and a Gruyere. You can even do 2 cheddars, which is what I'm going to do tomorrow. So an orange cheddar and then also a white aged cheddar. I mean, you can really do any sort of cheese in mac and cheese, and I don't think it would be bad. Just be careful with the stronger cheeses like blue cheese, is maybe just garnish with those instead. But even brie would like make an amazing mac and cheese sauce. It's a happening channel, it's true. Holy smokes. Everyone's alive. Cumino. Cheddar, Munster, and mozza. Yeah. Get that stringy cheese in there. Oh, baby. Cheese slices, Steve. I mean, whatever you got could work. Considering I'm sure we've all had Kraft Dinner before, any cheese is better than the powdered version. Okay, it might be loud again for a little bit. like smoky in there. It's kind of scary. Mac and cheese. Yeah, that's what I'm making tomorrow, Jim. Give it another little shaky shake. What is powdered cheese? Good question. I think they do a little bit vegan gelato, so I'm going to soak this for a good bit before I wash it tonight. And like soak it with a good soap as well. Because yeah, even some of the dressings that I've done in the other blender, even though I've washed them and everything the night before, when I go to make my smoothie in the morning, it's like, it smells like salsa verde. You've been making hella desserts. Nice. Yeah, breadcrumbs are super good on top as well. Panko crumbs are the best, for sure, Guy Fawkes. This is a Vitamix. So this is the dry container where you can make like flours or powdered spices. Super handy. Okay, I just need a little bit more. Hey, Bachelor Life, I saw you hosted me. Thank you for that. Welcome in. Yeah, it is your first time here. There's a little bit stuck there in the bottom and it's bugging me. It's super fancy. Yeah, this was actually one of my birthday gifts. It's funny, like the gifts that chefs want for their birthday is like usually kitchen related. I don't know. It makes sense though. It's definitely gotten used very well. Like it's pretty much used every day. I've had it for a couple of years already. Like we have a 10-year warranty on this machine. It's worth it for sure. Hey, that looks good. Just make sure there's not too many other kernels down there. Cumin seeds. So Bachelor Life, what do you stream on your stream? And I feel like someone from in my chat has told you to come here. Because I think someone was talking about you the other day. Yeah, I make you a cake and all you want are knives. It doesn't make sense. It's true, vegan gelato. Yeah, we are good friends. I am happy with that. Ground cumin for the win. I've cooked with Ramsay, I wish. I might have sang that. I may or may not sing sometimes. I'm surprised you had to ask that, Steampunk. Ground human? No, Trist. Cumin. C-U-M-I-N. Oh, cool, Bachelor. That's awesome. Well, thanks, everyone. Ground human yet. Let's not get carried away, guys. Ah. That was scary. Give it a little spank. Yeah, exactly. You're eating some cumin right now. I was gonna say it's very prominent in like Mexican cuisines or South American cuisines. Now this is going to soak with some hot water and some Dawn dish soap. And that way our blender should not smell like cumin or coriander afterwards. You've never been to Arby's, Liz? That actually used to be like one of my go-tos when I was quite a bit younger. Like 10 years old maybe. It's like one of the only good places where we lived. Keep it that way. Yeah, I think Arby's has gone downhill since then though. Okay, there's our 2 spices ground up. I'm glad we did those. Now I can continue to cook with them. What is my biggest fear? That's a hard one. I would say probably drowning. Probably drowning. Oh, no way, Bachelor Life. See, I didn't even know that you were a cooking streamer. Maybe just drinking a little vino. We do that sometimes here too. I think you'll fit right in. I'm going to go give you a follow right now. Done. Done and done. Drink Drano? No. Why would we drink Drano? You crazy. Okay, on to our char siu sauce. Burning is your biggest fear. You just hit his follow button as well. Good, Steampunk. Yeah, everyone go give him some love. Thank you for the follow, Bachelor Life. I have no fear. Yeah, fear is scared of me. You'd rather drown than be burned? See, I don't know. I think like I'd rather be burned than drown. And I don't know why we're talking about this. Steampunk, or who asked me? No, it was Steve that asked my biggest fear. Not being able to cook, that's my fear. That's not my fear. I can cook whenever, wherever. Okay, for our sauce. This is going to make a cup of sauce. I think we should double it so that we have 2 cups worth because it's not going to go bad in the fridge. Everything is processed in it. So we're gonna make this much. Half a liter if you guys want any more options there. Imagine the pain of being burned alive. Yeah, that would be scary. But I think after a bit, like, you wouldn't really feel it because it would just be too hot. I don't know. Just like judging by the burns that I've gotten before. Public speaking, yeah. I used to be the shyest person ever, you guys. Like, even at airports still, I get, like, sweaty hands and stuff going through security. Like, that stuff gives me such bad anxiety. I don't know why. It's so funny. It's like, why am I getting scared about something when I have nothing in my bags? Didn't they make a song about burning alive? That's because of the weed? No, not a chance. I've always been like that. I've always been a little scaredy cat. Okay, we need some hoisin sauce, some honey. This we might have to heat up a bit, so maybe we'll put that in the container first, just because it's thick. Yeah, I never smoke weed before I go on a plane. Nope. Then I for sure would have like a panic attack, probably. We need some soy sauce. I got Briggs here. Chinese rice wine. And then some 5-spice powder. Yay. I'm like, this is the key to the flavor of the char siu as well. Poison sauce. I've never traveled with my knives either. I think that would be a little bit worrisome for me as well. I'd just be scared that they'd like confiscate my whole bag and then I'd be screwed. Thanks, Death. I know. It's like, for me to do this, I should not have many fears anymore. But there's still some stuff that gets to me for sure. Hi, Mike. How's it going? Poison sauce. You guys are bad. Airport bars are there to replace the need. Yeah, I don't drink very much anymore though. But that is what I used to do. I know, I'm pretty pumped that Mike's size in here. Okay, let's start measuring out our ingredients. So we need half a cup of honey. Honey. Your mom throws away crystallized honey, it drives you crazy? Yeah, why? Ibby's worked hard for that. Now I'm starting to think like the crystallized honey is like the best part. I love the mouthfeel of it. It's super good. And I can't really help it with this stuff. It's like as natural as you can get. Yeah, guys. Thanks for giving all those follows to Bachelor Life. We gotta spread the love around. Thunderstruck, you have a fear of sharks in the ocean? I mean, I do too. I'm like still scared of something just like coming up and biting my butt. But I've gotten a lot better. I think that was like since I started surfing. It's like, you have no one out here to save you except yourself. So either do it and have fun or let your fear hold you back. Tristan, your fear is being broke? That's it? Man, I'm not scared of being broke. I was pretty much there when I was living in Vancouver. That does not scare me. If anything, that will make you stronger. Had to lick the honey spoon. It just tastes like flowers. That's the only way I can describe it to you. What does it taste like? Flowers. Thanks, Death, for giving him the shout out. Thank you, thank you. Dirtbag. It's Tuesday. Everything sucks. You need pot cookies and soothing cooking. Well, welcome in, man. I'm not making pot cookies, but we're gonna be doing some cooking. Okay, we're gonna give this to Chef Mike. He's gonna heat it up for about 20 seconds until it's a little bit more liquefied, and then we'll mix in the rest of our liquid ingredients. A giant whale in darkness? Pretty much. Pretty much. Well, all I can say is watch Planet Earth. And then you'll find out what's down there, Thunderstruck. Aw, Dante, that's the greatest fear ever. Dying before you make a positive impact in the world. I love that. Oh, we need a little bit more. You forgot about it in this channel, Death? I know, like, I have everything set up, except I don't know why the menu thing is not working today. It's being silly. There we go. Okay, we have some honey now. So next up, 2/3 of a cup of hoisin sauce. We also need 1/2 cup of soy sauce. One day we'll make pot cookies, yes. Hopefully soon, we're just waiting for the legalization. Boom. You should see 47 meters. Is that a movie? That'd probably freak me out. Yeah, so much salt, Bulksta. But we're not going to use all of this today. At least I don't think so. But it's nice to have extras as well for like putting on your rice or dipping it into. It's definitely a good balance between salty and sweet. That's what we're going for. So 2/3 of a cup of hoisin. You thought it's already legal. It's not. It's not yet. Yeah, another reason to come to Portland, steampunk. It's too tempting. Well, I am going to start getting or looking for a part-time job, so if I end up paying off a bunch of my credit card before the summer is over, I'm going to be probably heading down to Portland. We'll do a little road trip, Sammy and I. It's on Netflix, Thunderstruck. K. Maybe Sam and I will watch it tonight. It's on Netflix and chill. Yeah, Netflix and cuddles, aka I'll just fall asleep every other time. I am the worst for that. Like almost every time we try and watch a movie, I just pass out halfway through. I'm like, I'm in my happy place. I don't care about this movie. Gone to the world. I'm not leaving you guys, don't worry. It's only part-time. Calm your ish. Okay, next up. Chinese rice wine. We need 6 tablespoons. It's a funny measurement. Yeah, I went into debt when I did my bodybuilding. It was a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. So I'm still trying to pay it off, and this is like 2 years later. I don't want to say it's like a regret in my life, but I just wish I was a little bit smarter before I committed to it. And also my coach kind of lied about how much it was going to cost, so before I realized I was like in too deep, it didn't make sense for me to like quit and not follow through. So I don't know. Kind of like a trap. Watch out, world. Bodybuilding's a trap. Do I plan on traveling in Europe? I would love to, Jim. By the way, guys, this is the 5 spice. We need 2 teaspoons. I would love to travel in Europe. I went a couple years ago on my own, but I would love to go with Sammy. For sure, a Germany trip. And maybe Lithuania to see you. It's all caked up. I don't want it to like all just come out. Okay, I think that's good. Buttbergs, hello. Steampunk, your offer still stands. I know. I'm really hoping that we can make it out. Okay, so I'm just going to put the lid on this. And we are going to just shake this up. A good but bad trap. Exactly, Dante. Like, I'm still proud of what I did. I just wish it wasn't as expensive because, like, money is a very stressful thing for me. Did you eat all of the cookies, but yeah. Yeah, 4,000 calories a day. Yeah, it was, the amount of food that I had to eat was insane. Like, that's why it was so expensive. Why not Ukraine? I could go there as well. I know I need to do like an Eastern Europe trip. It is I, the resident butt. Guys, I'm making the char siu sauce. So this is a dark sauce. Sometimes they even put red food coloring into it. And this is what is going to go on the outside of the pork before we broil it in the oven. I'm just going to give it a taste. Yeah, that's on point. Get a good flavor of the 5 spice. So cinnamon, star anise. What else is in here? Cloves and cumin. It's like the main spices you're getting from this. And then it is very sweet and salty, but it is not overpowering. Like, it's very balanced. Or I could visit you, Steve. Yeah, we're going to Saskatchewan. Char siu for the fooey. What is my cooking background? I mean, I wasn't really trained to be prominent in a specific cuisine. So, I mean, we were taught pretty much everything in culinary school. But I've done a lot of different restaurants. I started in more of a fine dining kind of restaurant, so that was my first job. Stayed there for a couple of years. I helped open a traditional Mexican taqueria. I've worked at a restaurant inside of a greenhouse. Very, very cool job. That was very fun, going to like pick all of the fresh stuff to cook with. I've worked at a golf course, cooking like hundreds of steaks per day for the tours that come through. I have worked at a lodge in Jasper with Sam as well for a couple of months at the end of the season. So that was very fine dining as well. And then I worked at an Irish pub in Vancouver for a little bit before the restaurant opened that I was opening. And then the restaurant that I was waiting to open, that was a brew pub done by Big Rock Brewery in Canada. And then after that, I worked at a catering place for like a month. And that was my last job. I've done a lot of different restaurants and stuff, but I like it like that. Okay, this sauce can just be left out. There's nothing in there that's going to go bad. So we'll just put it aside for now. Thanks, dirtbag. I will never fake the hype. Like, I've never been a person to fake my personality or anything like that just to get attention. That's not worth it to me. If someone comes in here and doesn't like me, well then they can leave. Like, I'm not making them stay, right? I don't know. I'd rather be real. And I'm glad you guys enjoy my company. For sure. Aw, you guys have been having bad days. Well, I'm glad I could make your day better. Like, that makes me feel really good. Yeah, and thank you for that, my friends. The love is real. I feel it from afar. Okay, on to prepping our bok choy. How are we doing for time? It's only 4 o'clock. But I know the guys are going to be home pretty early, so we can probably have dinner done for around 5:30. We can do it. Have a little bit of an earlier stream. Bok choy time, yes. The juiciest vegetable, 95% water. Yes, bachelor life. Yeah, just go to a cooking school. Honestly, probably the best time of my life. Way better than cooking in a restaurant. Like, it was very fun. And the only sad thing I have to say now that I've continued to cook after cooking school is there's probably only 5 or 6 of us, so a handful of us that are still chefing it up after taking culinary. The rest of the like 30 or 40 of us are on to different ventures, so that's kind of sad. I would like to start a cooking school. Like, I think that would be amazing. Even for like children or something. So yes, I think I would like to be a cooking instructor. I could see myself doing that later on in life. Just because I do have the patience to help people with that. Oh no, some of the bok choy got a little bit frozen in the fridge. Stinky! Nice, have fun with Chef. Tell him we say hi, for sure. That is so cool, Stinky. Enjoy your time. You're like the sun to my day. Thanks, Steve. But you've been complaining it's too hot, though. So what do you want? You'd like to see me go off? It hasn't happened very often. I don't think I can even remember a time where I've like gone off like Ramsey. Usually just like take a breather first and then carry on. It is not worth it to yell at people if they do something wrong. Because they're not going to learn good that way. They're going to get too nervous and then they're going to screw up even more stuff. So just be patient. Not everyone's a fast learner. Not everyone has good skills. As long as they're willing to learn, that's what Sam and I always said, then we would hire them. But if someone has a closed mind, well, then they're not very fun to work with. It's true, Death. Yeah, you don't have to say it. Yeah, you don't have to say, yeah, I'm real, or I'm not fake. Like, people just know it, right? But I totally appreciate you guys, like, letting me know that. I think that's very cool. Okay, so the way that we're going to clean up our little bok choy is we're going to cut off the end first. And be very careful, because this is what's holding the leaves onto it as well. So if it looks okay like this, we could probably even leave it on. This stuff looks very fresh. So I would say, let's not even cut off the end. Let's just start to cut it in half or quarters. You would love to see me yell and scream profanity. Tell it to Gordon, yeah. I've seen Gordon on Top Chef Juniors or Master Chef Juniors. He is a softie. Okay, so we want something around this size to present. So this is a little bigger. I'm gonna cut it in half. And then these will have to get washed as well, because if you guys can see in between the leaves there is quite a bit of dirt. So we don't want to eat that. I only get angry, guys, if someone like keeps doing something over and over wrong. And then it's like, I cannot take this anymore. But I've still never yelled at anyone. I think I'm proud of that. Stayed calm. Definitely got Frank's qualities on that side. Because Betty is a little firecracker. That's what Rando is. The restaurant business is long hours and usually late hours. You're in the pizza business in the US. What? Yeah. Bachelor, that's why I left. That's why I left Vancouver. Literally getting burnt out to the point where I was hospitalized. I was like, this is not what I intended my life to turn out to be, so let's change it up a bit. Yeah, the little bok choys, they are perfect, but like this is just perfection. I know Sammy went to grab the big one, and I was like, no, 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 no. You gotta get the baby ones. So much better. Did I watch the post of the Swedish Chef and Gordon? I did. I did. We watched it on YouTube. I love it. I love the Swedish Chef. Yeah, Gordon is a good guy. Like a really, really good person. He's done a lot of stuff for this world. I just read chat. Her eyebrows are a 3D projection. I cannot even talk. Thank you, Bet. Okay, you know what? Let's not even transfer this to the bowl because I don't want any of the sand to go in there. I'm just gonna put them right into the strainer. If I started to yell at you, you would cry. See, that's what I wouldn't want to happen. Because then when people cry, I'm like even more awkward. It's like, oh, well, now what? Oh. Should probably turn that off. Okay, going over to the sink. We're going to wash this up. And you know what? I think I'm going to go for the bathroom break first. That running water, though. Shows make them look bad to a lot of people. Yeah, if they've only watched what's his Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that, where he's super mean, then they don't know Gordon at all. Okay, I'm going. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okie dokes. Who posts the videos on Twitch of the old guy in the suspenders? I don't know. Oh, what is it? Cooking with something. I watched him before. He actually hosted me. Steampunk. Yes. Anthony Bourdain. I actually have his cookbook just chilling over here. I think I'm going to start cooking out of it pretty soon. And David Chang. Ugh. He's like just a cute little happy Buddha chef. He's my favorite. Chang is like probably one of the first chefs that I really started to follow, other than Ramsay and Bourdain. And yes, Liz, we've been taping Good Eats lately, so we've been trying to watch all of them when we have time, and that is probably one of the best cooking shows out there. I love how far into it Alton goes. Okay, going to wash this stuff up. Chef's Table on Netflix, yes. So good. Just watched the dessert one. It was amazing. I love Christina Tosi. Yeah, Alton is the best. His daughter just graduated. Do you guys remember her from the show? She almost looks the same. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna just rinse these one at a time to make sure that all of the sand is out. Okay, Trist, I'll click on that link first. Oh my god. Okay, maybe one day on stream. I'll do a Frida Kahlo stream. Good Eats is coming back in some form? No. It's too good. It's too good. Almost there. Okay, last one. Done. Pile of bok choy, washed and ready to be steamed. Yeah, No Reservations and Parts Unknown, both great shows as well. You don't like Bobby Flay? He's been looking a little off lately, I must say. Like, I don't know what they're doing with his makeup and stuff on his shows, but they're making him, like, look very aged. I don't know. But Bobby Flay, he's chill. I don't mind him at all. I like his grilling shows more than anything. Me and Butt will be matching for Halloween. Okay, next up, let us prepare the kale tops. So we pretty much just have to give them a wash. And if you guys grow kale at home, let it be known that when it starts to flower like this, you can actually cut that off and it's still super edible. It's actually quite nice. Like even when it flowers like this, it's very sweet. So I decided to use those as well with the bok choy. His attitude or something, yeah, it's, I don't know. Bobby's all right. That's how I'll leave it. But he's not my favorite. I would go on the show and try and beat him, for sure. Come at me. I think the judges on the show are way like more entertaining than him being on the show. He's a sore loser and super smug. I love it, but call him out. I would beat him Bachelor Life. I don't know. Those challenges are pretty quick. I've been like, I feel like I've just been like taking my time cooking too much. But I want to make sure that I don't like miss something when I'm trying to teach you guys. So I don't know, maybe I'll get a part-time job as like a prep cook or something, but I'm not ready to go back into the kitchen and like cook super fast and get all of that stress and adrenaline going. I'm not ready yet. Twitch has made me a bit soft, I think. I'm just washing these up as well. They should be clean. They were already washed once at the farm. Making sure there is no bugs that got in there on the farm stand. Jim, this is for you. My bouquet of flowers. So let's give one of these a taste. See what we're working with. Yep, still delicious. The kale flavor is like very dulled down. Be a personal chef or a meal prepper, yeah. Well, there's a lot of construction sites around here. So I was thinking maybe I could like make sandwiches and lunches for all of the construction workers. I don't know, we'll see. I've got some ideas though. This is just the beginning. Yeah. Oh, Happy Chef said that too, Death. I know, Twitch is very different. It's nice to actually like put all of your love into your food that you're cooking, not just be like, oh my god, I need to cook this in like 5 minutes, otherwise it's gonna be late on the bill. And just like throw shit together. That's not how it should be. Okay, kale tops are done. Let's get into our green garlic. And I should take a photo of those as well before I process. You like the magnetic knife strips? They are very handy. They're super cheap on Amazon. I think they were around $15 each. They're very, very strong. To be able to hold all of those up there. Like, we had way worse ones in our professional kitchen. And these are Norpro, if you guys want to look for them online. Very handy. Yeah, don't do it, Death. Even if it's a good restaurant, like, it's not going to change your life. It's really not. And Sam and I pretty much just said we're not going to work in a restaurant until it's our own. Because we just got sick of working for other people. Like, why should you be providing income for somebody else when they kind of just, like, take advantage of you, right? Green garlics. These look so good. Exactly, Death. Yeah. you do like kind of lose touch with like what real cooking is. It's sad. Plus, restaurants frown upon drinking while you work. See, when I first started cooking in restaurants, almost 8 years ago now, shocking. I think in October will be my 8 years cooking. There was still alcohol involved. So we're just gonna cut off the tips here, the roots of our garlic. Like got pretty plastered a couple shifts for sure until I was like, this is not safe. Like I don't like doing this. And I'm just gonna cut off any leaves that are a little bit yellowed. But yeah, for sure not anymore. Plus you can't really trust your staff too much. People are just like in there to make money somehow. So like they could rip you off super easily. But yeah, shifts were fun when there was drinking. Craziness. And then if you started cooking when Sammy started cooking, which was 15 years ago, then you would have seen like all of the drugs as well. Craziness. Have I ever watched A Chef's Life? It sounds familiar. Let me just look it up real quick. No, I have not. That's definitely an American show. I'm leaving that browser open, Steampunk. Thank you for that. Yeah, Des, like, I don't know how Chef does it, but at the same time, like, he is always drinking during his stream. I'm quite sure that's the only way I would be able to do it as well, is to like not be fully sober, because it would just be too much. Okay, my peeps are all on their way, so we can get going. Was I an alcoholic? Not even close. I've never gotten to that point where it's like, oh, I can't wake up today. Give me like something to drink. Never. But if there was alcohol around, then yeah, I would drink it usually. These are Toms. Little Tom-Toms. I'm the Pacific Northwest version of her. What? Okay, I'm going to leave it open. Maybe I can contact her somehow. That would be very cool, Steampunk. Thank you for that. Yeah, cheers, guys. Okay, I think I'm only going to cut 2 of these. 4 seems excessive because they are quite long, but maybe we'll only go up to here because I feel like this is going to get more tough the higher up we go. Jelly-filled, what happened? Okay, let's go. We're just going to thinly slice this. And actually, before we even go, I'm going to taste it. Has a nice garlicky punch, like where it burns the back of your throat a little bit. But not quite as strong, it's true. I think these will be really good to use as a garnish on the rice. We will put this onto the rice after it's cooked, but while it's still warm. So it just gets a touch of heat, and that will make it just a bit more mild, even more. Let's try the more green part. Yeah, that tastes more like green onion. It's good. Like really, really good. I'm excited I found these. Just gonna peel off a couple of the leaves. We'll chop a little bit more. And then that is it. You could probably use these for a stock or a soup, though, if you did not want to throw them away. The onions are flying. Yeah, you guys saw that? I was like, ah, they're running. Trying to get away. Jelly-filled, you told a girl that you liked her, and she said she doesn't want another friend as a boyfriend again anytime soon. Well, you can't blame her for her past problems when that happened. So you guys are friends first, and then you fell for her, and then you said you liked her, but she said no. I mean, that's kind of what happened with Sam and I. I played it cool for a long time because we worked together and I didn't know what to do. I wasn't a huge fan of like coworker relationships. I mean, I didn't even really make friends too much with my coworkers. I always found that was just a bit unprofessional, but give it time, man. Believe me, if you're friends, then she'll forgive you. You didn't ruin the relationship for sure because you guys never went further than friends anyways, so she'll come back. Don't worry, man. You should stream you cooking dog food, dirtbag. Just a hands in a bowl of mush. There would be an audience for that. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, sadly, you would get viewers. Okay, there's our green garlic. Put those aside as well. They don't have to be refrigerated. Okay, on to prepping our steamer, which I don't think I will be using my little steamer because it is just so small. Maybe I can use the colander as sort of a steamer in a big pot. Let's see. What kind of setup can we do here? You hate the idea of a friend zone? Yes. It is sad. Friend zone is better than brother zone. It's true, but it's true. Okay, let me just rinse this out. Ah! Did you see that? I had a measuring spoon in the sink, and the way that the water just like went off of it literally just filled the kitchen with water. It's like when you put water into a ladle and it just like splashes in your face. That's not what I wanted to happen. It was a booby trap. Okay, we'll be okay. So this is what I have for a setup, but it's not going to work because we can't put a lid on it. Like, we can't really steam anything like that. So I will probably just use this pot. And I guess instead of like steaming, we'll kind of just like boil it. But I'll just put a little bit of water in the bottom. I need to go to Chinatown at some point and buy one of the bamboo steamers. That's all I have to say about that. But we can put the water in here now. We'll put the salt in as well. The oven cam was in the way. Whew, good. But I had a lot of guy friends like that when I was younger, but I don't know. I have no opinion on it. Shit happens. And hi, Bark Dog. Welcome in, man. She called you a nice guy. I think it's good to be a nice guy. I'd rather be a nice person than a terrible person. Okay, so we will put an inch of water in the bottom of this. That's it. And we'll put some salt, Say a couple teaspoons. That'll help everything stay green. Then we just need our lid. Nice guy equals a neck beard creep. Hilarious. Bark dog. Thank you for the 200 biddies, man. I appreciate that. Trist, you're back. Hello. Hello, man. Okay, prep the sesame rice. So let's measure out our rice. I'm doing 2 cups worth. And I use jasmine rice. Liz, thanks for the bits as well. Yeah, you're trying to stay up there. Thanks, guys. It's very generous of you. Tristan, what up, my homies? Chilling with my homies. Jim and Liz, you guys have great minds. Thinking alike. 2 cups of rice has been measured. And then we will just put our sesame oil and sesame seeds over by the green garlic, because all that stuff has to be together. Let's do it on this side. We are done with this pan. I'm just going to rinse it out. Didn't cook anything in it. We just toasted some spices. We need a pot for the rice. So same pot as yesterday. The roof's on fire. This handy guy. We'll go there. Can you get some rice, Jim? Yeah, here. Catch. No, it won't make you fat. I mean, it could though. It could. If you ate enough of it. Okay, prep the pan for the pork. I'm gonna use this guy. Nice guy equals a whoopee cushion. No way, Trist. You already found a new place? That's so cool. You've given away your stuff? You are crazy. Brown rice would make you fat? No, that's the healthier one. Yeah, eat 1 grain at a time. That's the trick. Okay, so we got our pan. Here is our metal rack that we're going to put on top. Oh. I just saw this weird little thing crawling across my piece of paper. It must have been a bug from the kale tops or the garlic. Okay, carrying on. We're gonna put some foil in the bottom of the pan first because the glaze that we made up for the char siu is super sweet. So I don't want it to burn onto the bottom of the pan when we put it under the broiler. Let's protect it, put some foil, and that way we can just crumple it up afterwards. That is so good, Tristan. Are you moving to New York? Yeah, is it that much healthier though, but probably not. Just a bit more fiber and arsenic. The fiber makes you poop. I do have an alert for donations. Did it not work? It was funny the other day as well with somebody. I'm so sorry if I missed something from you. I'm sorry, Bachelor. Thank you for the $6.41. Thank you for the support. Okay, I'm gonna check into Stream Elements after this because my menu command is not working right. And my donation alerts are not working, so I'm gonna fool around with that after. But thank you for asking. Like, don't feel bad about asking. I would do the same thing. It's not just me, Kate? Okay, okay. Whew. Okay, because that's been bugging me, Death. Like, you know how bad I am with technology. It's like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, Tristan had like a huge house before. I use 2 screens, I'm not that bad. Thanks, Jim. Okay, here's our setup for our char siu. Put that over there. And we are pretty much good to go. All we have to do is cook the rice and the veg and then finish the pork in the oven. And then I have here 2 pieces of char siu that I pulled from the freezer this morning. Lemon! Man, it's been forever. Where have you been? 3 months in a row. Thank you for the resub. Yeah, I got the exchange rate amount. No worries, Bachelor. Honestly, don't worry about it. Thanks, Lemon. I'm happy you're still with the squad. And I can't believe it's been 3 months. Okay, so these char siu pieces, I think I'm going to pop them into the oven right now to slowly heat up. And I'm going to set the oven at 250 Fahrenheit, so very low temp. And that way it's just going to slowly heat up. It's not going to dry out. And we should get something really delicious after. And that should only take, let's say, half an hour to heat these up, maybe even less. Let's see what we're working with. I believe this char siu is made with pork neck, just because it is a way different shape than the tenderloin. And it's so good, delicious and fatty. Like this little piece might have to. And they call this honey barbecue pork. So yes, it is quite sweet. But the sweet and salty is what helps with the umami flavor. And that's it. Try and get a close-up for you guys. So that's what it looks like fully cooked. We'll see how our pork tenderloin turns out. Hopefully something like this. The only thing is the tenderloin is a lot less fatty. So it might turn a little bit drier. We'll see. It's thick. Yeah, it's thick, but... So we'll wait for the oven to heat up. Rook! Yeah, just in time to see the meat. Oh yeah, I didn't make that one though. I bought that one. And I think it cost us around $10 or $12 a pound. I know I'm wearing shoes, my little Toms. I've just been getting used to wearing shoes in the house because upstairs is all torn apart with the floor. So instead of stepping on like a staple or a nail, decided to put on shoes. Get ready for the attack of the vegans. Yeah, I'll just go outside and start cutting the grass with scissors. Savage. Hello, Grill. How are you, Helicopter? You're a lot less fatty, Steve. Yes. Okay, so we can put a couple things away while we're waiting. I'm gonna let the pork stay in the sous vide as long as possible, and it will only take around 10 minutes to finish off in the oven. Did a vegan get timed out? I don't know what they said. Bud is always just like on it. She doesn't take no crap. I know this honey jar is almost done, but don't worry, there's another one. Don't worry, there's more where that came from. That would be savage, Jim. Or just take my knives out there and just start like swatting at the grass. We're crazy. Never trust a vegan. I don't know. I can't have an opinion anymore on what people eat because they're just gonna eat whatever they want. I'm not gonna judge them. I've given up on that. Honey in Arizona is expensive. It's expensive like anywhere. Yes, but tell them. Okay, this is going back into the fridge along with the hoisin sauce. It's okay to judge, guys. I think I just got like sick of it when I worked in restaurants. I was just taken advantage of by the vegans too much, and now I don't care at all. Having an opinion is what makes you real. Yeah. I mean, I don't love them. Death, yes. See, I've dealt with these things too many times, so it's just like, okay, let's do it. Because that's how it is in a restaurant. Like, you have to give the customer whatever they want. And you just have to swallow your pride and carry on. Yeah, bless your heart. It's okay, Liz. Where's Autism Mama? I think she likes hers well done too. Almost burnt? We call that shoe leather. You shouldn't even eat it then, honestly. I am sad for you, Liz. Ramsey, are you allergic to anything? Vegans. We are so bad. Imagine if we did a vegan stream one day, they wouldn't even know. Exactly, Death. Yeah, I'll still cook it for you, but I really, really don't want to. Maybe I'll shed a tear during the process as well. Rare is too chewy. That's a good point, but it shouldn't be chewy if you choose the right cut of meat for a rare steak. I mean, a tenderloin is totally fine rare, because it's basically just falls apart in your mouth. But if you were to do like a strip loin rare, then yes, it would be quite chewy. We got some well done peeps in here. That's okay, guys. I just wish I could come cook for you and like change your minds. Make you this like most amazing steak and you'll be like, why did I ever eat that? Okay, let's put this pork in. And it's 4:30. Let's do a 20-minute timer to start. And then we'll check it. Good point, Jim. Yeah, I'm good with vegans as long as they don't talk about being vegan all the time. And I actually had a question of the day today. So I really loved the other stream when we were trying to find what was bad to eat with butter. And then Omat came in, and what did he say? Grapes or something? Or fruit? And so I wanted to do a question of the day today. What is your guys' go-to cheap Chinese food? Like, this is one of mine where we can go out and eat it for $10 a plate and be super satisfied after. I just want to know what your guys' is. Like, if you have any small little places that you like secretly love to go to, but you know it's probably not good for you. No way, Liz. I feel bad for you. You should like pump meat smells under his door. Wonton soup is your go-to? Nice. Orange habanero chicken? Rook. All of these things. What is Pai Wei? You're too poor to go out. Aw, thunderstruck. That's okay, man. Okay, what would you eat though if you could? Japanese curry, chicken broccoli with white rice for $4.50. Nice. Nice. Hey, Ghost Man, how are you? I need to look up what Pai Wei is. Asian diner. What? House special lo mein. Nice. Man, you guys have a lot of different options. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad it's not just like pineapple chicken balls. You made homemade shrimp and chicken fried rice. Oh, yeah. It's so much better homemade, hey? Like the eggs aren't overcooked. Everything just fries up super nice. Very, very good food. Yeah, it looked good, Trist. You're just okay, Ghost Man. So I just asked a question, Ghost Man. What is your favorite go-to cheap Chinese food? Helicopter. Snake blood alcohol shots. If you want it, man, go for it. Vegetable lo mein, yeah. Any lo mein. Like, I just made my first lo mein this year, and it's super good. Pineapple chicken balls is a thing, Death. Look it up. It's craziness. Pepper beef sticks and crab rangoon. See, I need to look all this stuff up. I've never ordered these things. Chinese, I would say Chinese, because we're cooking Cantonese food today. Papa Jimbo, you burnt your pizza rolls. I am sad for you. Sack, chicken teriyaki with egg drop soup. Nice. That's a good one. Pai Wei is owned by P.F. Chang's. This makes sense. This totally makes sense. Okay, I was looking up. Where is butts? Pepper beef sticks and crab rangoons. What is peppered beef sticks? All that comes up is like beef jerky. Craziness. What do they got going on down there in Texas? Crab rangoon. Oh, what? That looks unreal. Crab with cheese fried wontons. I'm in, but... Nice, Big Steve. Yeah, that's what we were saying, is like anywhere you go in Canada, even if it's the smallest town ever, there's always a Chinese food restaurant. It's a thing. I don't know. It's very weird. But yeah, they're always cheap and it's always good. $8 for a buffet s'morg. I love it. We used to go to one when I visited my Baba in Mundare in Alberta. That was very similar to that, Steve. Beef curtains. Tris, don't even start it. Get your beef curtains out of here. Bachelor life. You just had chicken lo mein delivered with pot stickers. Nice. You're keeping with the feel of things today. You just burnt your fingertips trying to get them out of the toaster. Jimbo, you're having a rough go. At least you didn't put a fork in the toaster, though. Sweet and sour sauce dipped with egg rolls? Yes, Thunderstruck. You cannot go wrong with egg rolls. That sounds so good, but I would eat those. Chinese food in Texas, yeah. Paperclip Wolf, thanks for the follow and welcome in. Rook. You live less than 100 yards from a Chinese place. It always smells like soy sauce outside. It's like, what's that salty smell? Yeah, because you said it once before, Trist, and everyone went wild about the beef curtains. Keep that for the Thirsty Thursday. Shh. You can't say those words yet. You have a Koreatown in Dallas? What? That's so cool, Sack. Okay, we're literally just waiting on some peeps to get home, and then we'll cook up everything. It's not going to take us long at all. And then also, one note on the sous vide for the pork, you can do it anywhere from 1 hour to 4 hours for pork tenderloin without it getting dried out or changing too much in texture. So I'm doing 2.5, meeting it somewhere in the middle, but if you were kind of in a rush, you could get this done within an hour easily. They're building a new Asia town. Yes. Yeah, I was wondering where the boys are. They haven't been in here in a while, hey? But I know Omat said he was getting all of his stuff together for like his graduation or his internship or something, so it's probably pretty busy. Yeah, we're sad. We're so sad. Some of the squad's not here. Well, think about this. Like, where is Finster? Our butterman. I haven't seen Finn in forever. Unless he's just been lurking. But I don't think so. Mies, I see you in here. Don't think I don't see you. Swamp coolers? What's a swamp cooler? Steve, you're a boy. Okay, you count. You're okay. You guys are being bad now because we're chilling. Oh, actually, I have something I can do right now. I'm going to go take a photo of my bok choy in the garden. I'm going to post it in Discord real quick. You're a boy on weekends. What? What is going on? Shadow's just a bot. Beep boop. Ba-doop. A swamp cooler. Kate, we're learning stuff today. Swamp cooler. Evaporative cooler. Okay. Interesting. Okay, going to take a photo of the garden. BRB. Oh, it's so nice outside right now. Super sunny. What can you talk about that's bad? What happened to the guy? Oh, yeah. Delicate Muffin, I think it was. That's so true, Helicopter. Let's talk about beef curtains. Yeah, hide! Okay, there's our little bok choys, if my thing will focus. How good do those look? I'll post them in Discord too. Yeah, you guys best be on the best behavior while I'm gone. Feel like a teacher leaving the room during class. Nice nails. Jim, get out of here. That was the best. Oh, by the way, did everyone see that Cookery's not streaming this week? Okay, I'll post it in the fun photos. Actually, the food photos. Cookery's back is acting up. I am sad. Hey, do you like Rooster? So our little bok choys, they're about that tall already. I want to start cutting it off soon, I think. Just the leaves by themselves. And then I have another photo to post. Because I thought this was very rude. Is a bird literally pooped on the garden box. And it's like some kind of berry. So it stained the whole thing like purple. Like, how dare they? Come on, bird. Grow up. Liz, do it. Move out here. Screw the city. It's overrated. Farming is life. Yeah, stupid bird poop. Like, come on. Didn't even digest all of its berries yet. Or maybe it was giving me the seeds so that I could plant them. Maybe it's like secretly trying to tell me something. If you ban for moderate things, you can get banned from Twitch. I don't think so. It's true, but... That is deep. We went too far, Bachelor. We went too far. Yeah, everyone just go see Steampunk in Portland. They don't have bomb pizza or bagels. Ugh, New York. I can't wait to have a New York slice of pizza or like 5. Be so good. Okay, my eyes are bugging me for a second. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and see if there's something like in it. And I'm gonna be back in like 30 seconds. I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure you guys have seen me like rubbing my eyes. Then we should get cooking within the next 10 minutes or so. There was a little tiny little fuzz. Got it out. We're good. Portland was bad before 1996? What? It's because of Bluetooth. Tristan, PM is like your DM. Direct message, private message. Holy helicopter. Yeah, you would know that stuff, hey? That's craziness. Oh, the smell though. Like, this smell is one of the best things ever. Yeah, sliding into your DMs. Yeah, drugs are bad, kids. The natural ones, though, those seem to be okay. Guys, I'm pretty excited for mac and cheese tomorrow. Hey, Macarena. And then we'll be cooking up some strip loins on the big green egg. I'm gonna do some charcoal grilling all by myself. I'm always very nervous to start the charcoal grill, but I need to just do it more often so that I get used to it. Kush Mountains? Holy helicopter. And then one of my favorite ways to prepare asparagus, grilled. Grilled asparagus is life. And I always find you don't even need to dress it with anything. It's just so good on its own. Do I have a chimney starter? I don't. We just have like these little organic fire starters that we break in half. A girl on a grill. Steampunk. Yeah, you don't even need butter, helicopter. Yeah, we don't have a chimney starter. I mean, I've seen Sam do it a lot of times. So I think I know what I'm doing. And I mean, if you're just grilling on it, it's quite easy to prep. But for a smoke, it's a lot more involved to get that thing started and to the right temp. I'm probably going to bring it up around 600, maybe even higher tomorrow. We'll see. Like 600, 650 is really good for the steaks. That's what we did them on the weekend at, and they didn't char up too much. That was the only thing I was like kind of picky about, is I like to get that nice char from the charcoal. We use both helicopters. So we have a bunch of cedar here now, extra from our garden boxes. And then we also use charcoal. It's hot, Jim, yeah. It's hot. Sammy's got that thing up to 900 before. Insane. It shattered a pizza stone. Like, just done. But mind you, it was not a stone for a charcoal grill. R.I.P. Pampered Chef. Torch is your pick for lighting? Yeah, well, the fire starters light pretty easily, so you just want to make sure you stick them in the right place so it heats up evenly. Maple tree, nice. It's a furnace, exactly. Okay, where is everyone? Everyone said they were on their way and no one's home yet. I don't know what's happening. I sent them a text, said, how doing? How doing? You guys, I don't know if you saw the follower goal, but we're almost there. Probably they're just grabbing McDonald's. Yeah, screw this. Stopping for McDonald's. Okay, that was 20 minutes. Let's check it. Check to see what this pork is at, if it's heating up nice. How doing, Steve? Oh. It's not actually heavy, just my wrist is still retarded from when I fell. Maybe I'll glaze this as well. It's softening up nicely though. This one's a little bit more firm. I think I'm gonna just put a bit of glaze on top though, because this is getting a bit dry. Unless I flip it over, because that seems more fatty. Okay, let's do that. What, Liz? You would follow with your alternate account, but you think this chat is too innocent for it? No, do it. If we know it's you, it's okay. Okay, that's what we're looking at. So it hasn't really changed. Let's do another 10 and then see. Or you would go there less, Jim, if you could cook. Well, you need to just start cooking. Practice makes perfect, man. Okay. We're waiting for it. What's it gonna be? Just getting a refill of water. Ferocious circle jerker. I love it. Thank you for the follow. Dear Lord, says our professor. Of course. Liz, I did not expect that, but thank you. Thank you, thank you. I now understand what you meant. Well, I don't have another account name, so I'm just gonna be here being me. Anyone else got something they gotta tell us? Yes, Jim. Jimmy Snaps 1 through 23. Love it. Yeah, Liz, you've changed. You've changed. What happened? I am going to quickly see if anyone's on tonight for us to raid. So far, there's only one person online right now. Every other streamer is not streaming. What is going on? The internet makes people change drastically. It's true. You can be whatever you want to be on here. Yeah, Liz, does your mom know about this username? Young but not innocent. That's what we were saying, but we're like, where did Clapped go? What happened? We're concerned about his well-being. He's like our little child in this stream. I'm quite sure he's around 13, 14 years old. Gotta make sure he stays out of trouble. Yeah, that's what we said. We're like, he's probably grounded and has no phone. What a kid. Good times back then, when that was the only thing you had to worry about. See, I was in Sushi's Discord the other day, and I noticed that she said that they're on a break. Tristan, do you know more about this? I know Tristan watches them quite often. But they said yesterday that they were like a quarter through their break. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't remember them saying anything, but that's where they're at. And then Cookery's not streaming this week because she hurt her back. Or it flared up, so that's sad. Like, no one's on for us. Yeah, he's a kid for sure, but... And we still love him. He fits in well. I mean, all he really posts is little emoticons. I am okay with that. If I can be a positive influence for a young kid, well then, I've done my job. Jim. They are off for 2 weeks, Thule? Holy smokes. Well, that's amazing for them. That would be so hard to not stream for 2 weeks. Rook, guess who's back? Back again. Rook is back. Tell a friend. I'm your positive influence. Thanks, Steve. Gotta spread that positivity and good vibes. Nice, nice, Thule. Thanks for letting us know. Whoa, your path to affiliate's complete. Nice, Rook. Congrats, man. That was like one of the best feelings. Is when I got my affiliate. Like, I was so excited. I hope everything goes well for you, man. Okay, when this timer goes off, I'm starting to cook. Whether people are home or not. And if I'm dining alone, well then I guess that's it. We have 3 minutes. Kansas, what? Just rips in here with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we got some hype in here today, guys. Welcome to the squad. Enjoy that onion. Use it wherever you so desire. Much love to you. Thank you, Kansas. Thank you, thank you. That's awesome, guys. I mean, our sub count's getting up there. And just so you know, also, I'm going to put this in here while I have so many of you with me. My apron guy has gotten back to me, and we should get the apron for giving away this week. He said it was going to get mailed out. So I am so pumped. So we'll probably start the giveaway, which is sub only, next month. And we'll do it the whole month of June. And then at the end of the month, we will draw our names, or your guys' names, and see who wins the apron. And it'll get sent out. It'll be rigged. Yeah, you're gonna rig it, Jim. I'm not sure how it's going to work yet. I need to go a little bit further into Stream Elements to see how their like contest giveaway works. But it goes by like points and stuff, so I'll figure out a good system so that it's really fair for everyone. Steve, no one else but you. But yes, it is going to be sub only, which is the majority of everyone in chat anyways. If you don't win, you're just gonna sue everyone. Sounds like a good plan, Jim. But yeah, it's... I don't know the color yet. I really don't. I asked him for a photo, and he never sent it to me, so he's keeping me hanging. I like his style. But all I know is that it has the Cook with Kate logo embroidered onto it. Steve, if you don't win, you're gone. Goodbye, Steve. Shadow just like standing back from afar. What is going on? What? Okay, timer's about to go off. And I will probably just shut the oven off at this point. That way it'll still keep the pork warm, but it's not gonna keep cooking it. And then we'll take the pork out when we go to broil the other ones. Even though at the same time, if you think about this, the broiler is only from above. So it's not going to be heating up anything else in the oven really. So we could also keep the char siu in the oven too during the pork tenderloins. Just so it stays warm. Just gonna get a little pan out for it. Let's use this glass one. If you don't, Wayne, you will keep cooking without an apron. Yes, but. You tell him. Oh my God. It just smells like heaven. It smells like sweet and 5 spice. Just all of the good Asian food things. Even if the eyebrows are 3D. What? So you can see how this is softened up. It's like nice and squishy now. Same with this one. Look at that goodness. I'm just taking it off of this because I need this rack for the pork tenderloin. Yeah, you would bite that. Just want to start eating it right now, honestly. This would not be bad at room temp. No, it would not be. It would totally be okay. Believe me, I've eaten at room temp too many times to count. So we always just get it to go. We get them to slice up 1 or 2, and then as we walk back to the car, we just like start snapping on it. How can you not? Okay, oven is off. Let your meat rest, folks. Yes, Rook. Thanks, but yeah, get that Twitch Prime sub. If you hover over my stream and a little blue icon comes up with the Prime logo, that means it's ready. Kansas, you have no good Asian food places around there. In the middle of nowhere. Last one was in your hometown. A lot of Spanish coming from the Asian kitchen. They got confused. They're like, wait, what are we cooking again? That's sad. Yeah, I'm not sure how it is in America, but I've said this so many times on stream, like anywhere in Canada that you go, even if it's a small town with maybe just A&W and a couple other fast food chains, there's always a Chinese food place. Like when people ask what Canadian cuisine is, I think that is part of it, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna start the rice. I'm getting antsy. Let's do this. So I'm gonna turn the pot on to medium-high. And then we're going to toast up the rice. So you can pour this in now. And then we'll need 4 cups of liquid, whether you want to use chicken stock or veg stock or just water. I'm gonna keep it just water because we are doing sesame oil, which is a pretty strong flavor. New York has too much Asian food, you think sometimes, Thule? That's how Vancouver was as well. That's crazy, Kansas. Okay, Paul, see? This is a good thing to know because he's in a pretty remote area in Canada. There's no Chinese place for about 4 or 5 years in your town. What a tragedy. McNeil, how are you? Hey, hey, hey. Okay, getting my wooden spoon for the rice. Gonna start stirring it up. Holy Tooly. Yeah, that's a little excessive. Ugh. That did not sound good. There we go. There we are. You're just on the bus to a job appointment. I love it. I have been well. Thanks for asking. Had a pretty relaxing weekend. Went up a mountain. Also fell down it a little bit. But we're still here. We're cooking. Weather is amazing. Yay, Polish. That's good. I'm glad someone good took it over. It's always sad when like your favorite spot just keeps getting worse and worse and you're like, what is happening? Kansas, you're convinced your mailman works for the Pony Express? Thai food. Yes, steampunk. I think that's my other favorite. Yeah, I fell down. It's gotta happen. I'm not browning the rice. I just like to toast it a bit. Bachelor life. So the kernels will turn from translucent to a more opaque color of white. And then I always find that that helps keep it super fluffy when you boil it in the pot like that. And it does give it a little bit more of a nutty flavor than if you were to just put the kernels in, put the water in, and boil it. Mr. Niner, welcome back, man. The stream is really good. There is no webcam changes, but there was an internet provider change, which has helped the stream exponentially. You've never tried real Thai food, Polish? I think you would fall in love with it. It is so flavorful. Korean barbecue. Yes, Kansas. That's literally what I'm making pretty much. The place that I always went to in Vancouver is called Hong Kong Barbecue Master. It's just one family that runs the whole restaurant. There's about 10 seats, if that, inside. And the guys are all in the kitchen and the women are all on the wait staff, and it's always good. And on a really busy day, there's like a good 20-person lineup out the door, but it is so worth it. Cooked at your table, nice. See, I've never done that kind of barbecue yet, Kansas. Jim, do I have internet if I have Facebook? What is life? Yeah, I still need to try that one too, Polish. Don't feel bad. $50 and they wouldn't stop bringing food. What? Free Jack and Cokes? That's amazing, Kansas. Now that is hospitality. When you have to say, no, I can't. I think you're good. Okay, I saw that follow, but like, how do I pronounce that name without it sounding bad? Should I say Dechouse? Thank you for the follow, Dechouse. So we're just gonna toast the rice until half of the kernels have turned opaque, and then we'll pour in our liquids. No, McNeil. Getting rained on. Dang, man. Protect your phone. We almost there. A block away from you, Kansas, you have trains? Hauling wheat and equipment. Nice. I have not used a train since probably December of last year. It feels weird. You've never seen this many people in chat, Steve? Really? The stream was busy yesterday too. It was awesome, guys. Yeah, front page day. That was a fun one. I'm gonna try and do that again. All right, Palsh. Food's in you. You crushed your workout. That's good, dude. Staying on top of it. Have some good games, man. Thanks for being here. Catch you tomorrow. Yeah, we're blowing up. Hey, this is good now. Nothing is burnt. That is the key here. And we're not going to turn the heat down at all when we add in our water. And it should bubble up really furiously. And we are not going to stir it either. I know, crazy rice cooking. Literally just going to boil the crap out of it. We can cover it as well. That is okay. That's how you found me, Shadow? No way. See, that's a cool story. I like that. Yeah, you came back. I remember that. 700 followers yoga stream. Then we'd just be flossing for the follows. Yeah, Kansas, my screen, my browser screen has been flickering a bit. I don't know what's going on. But nothing else bad happened today, luckily. McNeil, thanks for the biddies. I do need to cook for you one day. Come on over. I keep saying it. If you guys ever want to visit somewhere in Canada that is beautiful and amazing, come out. Like, there's lots of room here. There's pretty much a whole separate house on the other side of our suite down here. So look for a cheap flight. Come on over. After the yoga stream, it would be 7,000 followers. Yes. No, I will not be a Twitch thought. Never ever. Kernit, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Thanks, Kansas. Yeah, this is my suit of armor. Blocks all the haters out. It's okay, Kansas. There's a lot of streamers on here that fish for their subs and follows, but that's okay. Let them live their lives. Airbnb? Yes, steampunk. I would totally run a bed and breakfast out of here. Like, the room beside is perfect. I already told my parents that. Starts with an A. You guys actually know who it is just by saying the first letter? Crazy. Steve, you think I'm scared of you, but I'm not. You don't scare me. Talking about the blonde. For lunch, should you get Indian, kebab, or KFC? Yeah, I would choose Indian, but what kind of Indian would you choose? There's just so many options. And you can never really go wrong with a kebab, but that's not really a rainy day thing, because I feel like your kebab might get soggy. No soggy kebabs. Okay, it's 5:20. The pork is coming out of the circulator at 5:30. And then we will finish it off. Oh, goat curry. Nice, McNeil. Kansas, the slim pickings. Cheese with sriracha. Now that's a combo. KFC is meh compared to the other two. Yeah, there should be better fried chicken options than that. It's okay, Kansas. At least you have food in your fridge. Be thankful for that. Oh, like the grocery delivery? That's free from Walmart? What? I see a lot of we have Save On Foods for one of our grocery stores here. I see a lot of those vans drive around in this area. Outdated mayo count as food? I don't think so. Oh, you drive up and they load it in your trunk. Yes, we have that too. Yeah, you shop online and then someone literally goes through the store, picks all your items, and then you can just pick it up. Outdated mayo. Mayo's gone bad. Just turning up our pot a bit. Vegan gelato, Korean fried chicken, nice. Do they make it super spicy though? See, now I want some kimchi. Why don't I put some kimchi on this rice bowl? I think that'd be delicious with the veg and the sesame rice and the sweet pork. Jim, you won Guess the Thought game. See, I still have no idea who you're talking about. And honestly, I don't really care. Spicy chicken's the only way? Yes. You can choose the heat level? Nice. Nice, vegan gelato. That's perfect then. Isn't kimchi just a wannabe German coleslaw? I guess. I mean, anything fermented is all very similar, right? But it's so good for you. I think I might just put some in. What a good suggestion, guys. Because I have a bunch to use up still of our daikon one. And it's gotten pretty spicy over time. And it's super stinky. I always say it smells like gas in the best way possible. Yep, still smells like gas. Yeah, sauerkraut. I will probably be doing a sauerkraut stream at some point in the fall, because that's when Betty makes sauerkraut. We have like these big pails, and she learned this recipe from her sister, who is a farmer, and I believe it's actually like my baba's, so her mom's recipe. And it's so, so good. And then maybe we'll make cabbage rolls with it. You can't like sauerkraut? Oh. See, I even eat sauerkraut with a little bit of sugar on it sometimes. It's all about the sweet and sour. Yeah, I totally eat it out of the jar. McNeil. Okay, rice is boiling. We're still okay for lights. Let's check it. There we go. Sugar is the sweetest enemy. It's true, Jim. Sugar is for sure a drug. I'm just going to shut a window. It actually cooled off in here quite a bit. I'm getting chilly. That's a bad thing. Cooks should never be cold. I'm slacking, guys. Ask for fortune cookies in China, and they'll be like, what are you talking about? I seen to Wild Sammy. Your mom adds brown sugar and a can of beans when slow cooking your sauerkraut? Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, now I have problems, McNeil. I know, craziness. Dorito kimchi, what? That sounds so good.
Kimchi Doritos? Sounds even better.
Yeah. Yeah, how would you even duplicate that flavor? Beer kimchi? Oh, beer, not beans. Okay. Brown sugar and beer. That would be good. Beans would still be good too. Ha.
Good.
How doing? Good. Sammy just saw the how doing text.
I was driving.
He was driving. Okay. It's fair. Okay, rice is almost there. I believe everyone's home now.
Yep.
Everyone's home, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. Hassan, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I think he's just going in the shower, going to the bathroom. I just heard a door close. Yeah, how rude.
What?
Sammy hasn't greeted us. Everyone's sad.
Holy. Holy. How's everyone? Hi guys. I'm gonna have a shower now.
That's a Sammy. He loves you guys. Please don't leave you, Steve. I'm not. Hassan, how are you today? Oh my god, Tris, you've been having some troubles with your rental houses. I'm glad you're back though. Okay, can you see how furiously this rice is boiling? That's what we want. That's how it turns out super fluffy. I'm actually going to stop the circulator now and take out the pork, and we're gonna start prepping it with the sauce. I should get him to cook with me. I should. I mean, it's effortless. It really is. I do miss cooking with him, McNeil. It's true. I was thinking about that today while I was driving. I was like, I miss cooking with Sammy. We're a really good duo in the kitchen. So we need our pan over here. They want you to drive all the way there, Trist? Come on. They obviously plugged it with something. I remember Betty had to deal with this when she was a property manager. You can smell it through the bag. It smells good and garlicky. I got his cooties. Ah! Okay, rice is almost there. Almost. Just turn it on a light. And we want this dried off before we put the glaze on. Otherwise, it's just going to fall off. Why are you guys all saying yikes? Is this salmon low-key? No, this is pork tenderloin. Stop taking massive poops. This is cooking. Tristan, I know it's shocking, but actually some people don't know housework, which is why there is like plumbers around. Thanks, Rook. Yeah, it smells good. Like the smell coming off of these bags right now. So good. I'm just watching my rice because I don't want it to burn. There's just a bit of liquid still cooking out, but I know it's really close. And then once the rice is done, or I could put this on now, is our green garlic. And then that will soften up a bit and also flavor the rice. And then we can just drizzle in a little bit of sesame oil. You don't want to go too heavy with this stuff because it is quite strong. So like that's more than enough. Turning the pot off. And then I'm going to take it off the burner just so it doesn't keep cooking. And then we're going to cover it. And then that is going to steam and get super fluffy. We are all God's children and he left us in a hot car. Oh my God, but I like your hubby's. I like your hubby's humor. She's crazy. I don't know, I've been doing stuff. I thought you guys were gonna be home earlier. Pasha's starving. She's not gonna make it. Okay, so I just wiped off all that stuff. Like these juices smell so good. I'm sure you could reuse that for something. PC Master Race. Okay, our loins are dried off. I guess I'll leave it like this. The only thing I'm a little worried about the silver skin here, so why don't we just quickly trim that up before we glaze it, because I don't want that to be tough. I didn't clean it before I marinated it yesterday. You guys miss Mom too. I know, she was working today. So the silver skin is the like silvery colored white stuff that's always on the pork tenderloin on one end. And then it usually ends around here. So you don't have to do the whole loin. We're drying them off, Kansas, just so the glaze will stick on. Because if we leave it really wet, it's just going to run off the sides. And this is probably going to be pretty easy to clean. Let's see how tough this is. It's not bad. Let me test this part. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll just peel it off. Let's see how this goes. Try to not dig into the pork like that, but I guess you shouldn't be doing this while it's already cooked. I'm just gonna eat those pieces that come off because it's super tasty. But you can see how nice and pink the meat is still inside. Just a little bit more over here. I'm sure if we would have cooked this longer in the sous vide, it would have broken down completely. Everything's thriving in your garden except for the lettuce bud? I wonder how come. Give you wisdom, Kansas. I got you. I got you. So just a little bit more on this guy. And we are good. So this part is tough. It's like rubbery. Not a very good mouthfeel. So I thought it was best to clean that off before we slice it and serve it. Use the scimitar for this. I think I would just like slice the whole thing. I would destruct it for sure. So we're gonna glaze this side if it will sit that way. Okay, it's gonna sit that way. I'm okay with this. You picked your first tomato today, bud? Yay! Everything's doing so good then. And this glaze, it's not super thick, so we don't need a lot of it. Like I said, the pork already has some amazing flavors in it from marinating overnight. Only cooking wisdom was from Chef Boyardee. Yes, chef. The original. We're gonna glaze the sides as well. Getting a good whiff of 5 spice now from this. It's making my mouth water. I'm drooling, guys. Steve. Very Canadian of you to say. But no, this is not a cow dick. Okay, that's it. So look how much sauce we still have, which is going to be amazing put over the rice. Now all we gotta do with these guys is broil them up real quick in the oven. But first, let's cook our veg. It should not take us long. Turn our pot onto high. And we're just gonna quickly steam everything in the pot, drain the water out, and dress it with chili garlic oil, salt and pepper. How do you know what that even looks like? You guys. He lives on the prairies. It's true, that's why I was like, that's very Canadian of you to say. Kansas, you haven't slept yet. What is going on? Whoa, Rook with the 100 biddies. Thanks, man. Man, people are being so generous today. Thank you. Yeah, hooray, Rook. Okay, I'm just gonna set this stuff on the side. We'll use the sesame seeds for garnish after. The oil can be put away. The rice is fluffing up nice. The bok choy is falling over. I don't know why. There's a ghost. You're hitting the 24-hour mark. What are you doing, Kansas? You're crazy. Hey, Tom. It's been a while. How are you? I need 2 more followers. That's it? And we hit 700? Insane. Yeah, Tom will find the followers for me. What happens at 700 though? That's crazy. I'm doing well, man. Thanks for asking. It's been a good day so far. Bok Choy is trying to run away, I suppose. And just need the bottle of goods. It still shows 13 more, I think, yeah. Yeah, the stream collapses and the server breaks. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Where are we at for our real follower count? I feel like this goal thing is never actually accurate, or at least a lot of the time it's not. Yeah, it's saying 687. So 13 more still. Yeah, install the Y2K patch. Hurry! It's a complete meltdown. Oh my god, that was actually a thing. Good times, guys. Good times. Okay, I'm getting the wok bowl out for this, for presentation. This wonderful thing right here. Sorry for loud noises. I got excited. You were in college when everyone lost their shit in 2K. Yeah, good times. I was quite little as well. Kansas, you were at the bar. Heavily drinking, being like, what is the world coming to? Okay, as soon as our water comes to a boil, we can dump our veg in. And it should only take around 5 minutes to cook it. It's a very quick process. Like I said, bok choy is like all water. And those kale tops are very thin as well. You weren't 21, Kansas. Oh, man. Rook, I like lamp. You're gonna be 40, Kansas. Nice. You're not actually the oldest viewer, so don't feel bad. Okay, this is almost boiling. I'm taking my last bathroom break, and then we're gonna finish everything up. Let's just do that, just in case. Okie dokes. We're steaming up the place. Holy. Kate, we're starting the veg. I'll do the bok choy in first, and then I'll put the kale tops on top. Try and go super fast. Maybe I will only do the bok choy. I think I can fit everything in. Smash it down. Put a lid on it. Good to go. I'm sorry, flowers, but today is not your day. Savage. It's true, Kansas. Yeah, working at a bar, or even like being a chef as well. Everyone always goes to the bar after they're done work and has a drink. Tristan, you got free drinks. See, that's even worse. You wouldn't work for free, just for drinks. Yeah, no problem. Well, that's good you stopped, Trist. We wouldn't want you to die. It would not be a good thing. How is this stuff doing? Okay, I can see it boiling. So while we're waiting, let's turn on the broiler. Check where our rack is at. I'm gonna move it up. That way we'll get some good color on our pork. Can I hold my alcohol? Not too much anymore. I mean, you guys see on stream when I have even just one glass of wine, my face just goes bright red. It's hilarious. Yeah, not a huge drinker anymore, guys. But I don't mind trying new things. Like, I like to have a cocktail if I go out somewhere or try a different beer, something. But I don't always just like go somewhere and be like, I want a rum and coke. That's all I drink. I've expanded my palate since then. Yeah, exactly, bachelor life. Yeah, it's just the lifestyle totally encourages alcoholism. I'm glad I never went down that road. because it's very easy to get sucked into it. Yeah, the hurricane, Tristan, it sounds so good. I would eat. For sure. Hey, this is working, hey? Let's get a pair of tongs. See if this stuff needs to be tossed around. It's smelling like it's steaming. Woo-hoo. Couple more minutes, not even. Maybe one more minute and that stuff is good. Kraken and Coke, nice Shadow. I also like Sailor Jerry rum. I'm huge into dark or spiced rums. I like how everyone likes Kraken. Nice, guys. Beer bongs and Bentleys for Albus. Dead. Okay, that's it. So when draining this in the sink, just be careful that you don't get burnt from the steam. Hear that sizzle, guys? Okay, so I'm just gonna dress it with some chili garlic oil. A couple tablespoons worth. Don't need too much in there, and just some salt and pepper. Smells so good. You don't want too much salt, because we also already salted the water that it boiled in. Just quickly toss that around. And then we'll put our lid back on. And that is good. Oops. And now, our pork is going in. So broil on high. Just put this right underneath, if it fits. And that should only take around 5 minutes. Canadian voice. Remember, only you can prevent kitchen fires. And knowing is half the battle. Man, there's still crime and violence here. We still got crazies. Just not as many of them. Yeah, only if it never rained. Well, that's impossible, Trist. Yeah, 2 tongs enter, 1 tong leaves. Who's it gonna be? It's bubbling up quite nice. The mooses are crazy. The meese. Crazy meese. Actually, no, that was in Washington where someone got killed by a cougar. Craziness. Opening that kimchi back up. The geese are no joke, Shadow. They are crazy. Yeah, the wildlife here is insane. Just gonna get a turn on these. And I think I might put the tray one lower. It's not really broiling evenly because it's super high and close to the element. Let's do that instead. A couple more minutes. You've only been chased by teeny tiny dogs? Yeah, they're crazy. Like, what do tiny dogs think they are? So aggressive all the time. Swans are nuts. We have one swan here that lives on the river. Dante. Oh, Steve. A moose chased him between two trees and got knocked out cold. Well, that's pretty epic. No, the geese have no concept of right away. They do whatever they want. Oh, the swans will attack people on jet skis. It's true, Kansas. I know, that's what Betty asked me. She's like, did you feed the dog yet? Because typically she eats at 4. And I was like, no. She's like, what? Well, no wonder she's going crazy. She's starving to death. It's working. I'm low on bananas, Trist. Ah, I know there's what, 5, 6? Oh, we got 6. And there's only 3 days left of the week anyway, so we're good. Is it bad if you go to McDonald's, your dog gets her own breakfast burrito? If she's used to the food, well then hopefully she doesn't poop her pants. But I don't typically feed my dog too much processed food at all. She only snacks on like veggies and fruit and cheese. Do you hear cars racing by my house a lot? No, that's you, Trist. I think there's cars racing by you. Okay, while those keep going, I can start to slice up these guys. Loud trucks? Nope, we don't even have loud trucks. Bachelor Life, that's so funny that you say that because we did that a couple times as well. And yeah, they went from super green to either not even ripening or being crap within a couple days. So we don't buy our bananas from Costco anymore. Texas. Grow up. That's not my fault. Okay, they're not glazing up quite as nice as these guys. I'm going to say that straight up, but it smells right. And I think that's all that matters. Let's get this end piece. Snacks for the chef. And yes, it is hot. So this is what a little piece of the fattier style of char siu looks like. I'm gonna eat this. Mm-hmm. Still as good as ever. Sorry, I was eating there. It was super hot and delicious. Do I have parental settings on my stream? No, I don't. Typically, we are not very bad in here. So I don't feel the need to put the explicit things. Yeah, Kansas. It's true. I don't know, those look a little sad compared to the other ones. Okay, I'm gonna take that out. Do this. Spoon a little bit more glaze over top just to finish. And then we're getting a taste. No, exactly, vegan gelato. Like, I buy almost everything else at Costco, except not bananas anymore. Yeah, they have great peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, like everything is from Canada. But the bananas cannot be trusted. Okay, let's bring one of these other guys over. Let's put it onto the board. Can we get some greygasms in the chat, please? This is serious business. So definitely not the same. Or at least it doesn't look the same, but I'm hoping that it will taste very similar. Let's start slicing. This should be super nice and tender. Still in the middle. Have all of the juices. So let's do a little comparison here. So you can see that this has been like glazed a lot of times. It's soaked in the honey and the hoisin, whereas this, we just quickly glazed it, but it's really nicely cooked. So it's still gonna be very tender and flavorful as well. Just a bit of a different texture in the mouth, I think. Oh, you don't want kids in your chat. Yeah, I don't get it often. Hey, Loriander. I didn't even know you were in here. Let me get a couple more slices of this. One more of that one. Do a couple more of this one. And then we will build our bowl. Get a nice mix of both things. Okay, into the rice first. And then we'll do our greens. And then the meat is going on top. Thanks, Bachelor. Thanks for all the love today, man. So here's our sesame rice, garnished with green garlic that I got from the farm today. See, it's nice and fluffy. It's not overcooked. I think that's good enough for a portion. Our kale tops. present them on the one side there, if they cooperate with us. And we'll take some bok choys, lay them out. One more little guy. And I think that's good. Okay, maybe a couple more kale tops just because they look awesome. Buff it out. Okay, that's where we're at so far. We got our greens and rice. We're gonna put our pork tenderloin on the one side here. You can fan it out just so you can see the nice cook on it. And then we can layer the proper char siu on the other side. See how sticky it is? It's like sticking to my tongs. Like that. And I'm just gonna move the board out of the way. Put these two things back. Thanks, Bachelor. That means a lot, man. Don't forget the lemon pepper. Never. That's not going on this tryst. I can't do it. I would get yelled at by the Cantonese people. Just gonna garnish the rice with sesame seeds. But there already is oil in it, so if you don't have sesame seeds, don't worry. And then if we wanted even more contrast, we can put some spicy and salty kimchi into the bowl as well. Boom. Done. Vaders. Guys, what's up? It's been a while. Thank you. 3 months in a row with the sub. Thank you so much, guys. Feeling the love today. And what are you doing up so late? Yes. You guys made it just in time. Okay, one more look at the bowl. How much you hate your life, Kansas. No. Don't be sad. Okay, so the proper char siu, our pork tenderloin char siu, which is super tender, sesame rice, chili garlic steamed greens, and some daikon kimchi. I'm gonna go take a quick photo and then we'll taste. I'm doing good, Vaders. Life has been swell. How are you guys? You had some really strong tea. It's keeping you up. Okay, the photo has been taken. I want to try my char siu first because I already know how the other one tastes. So it's comparison time. And then you could also serve the bowl with this on the side. Just in case people want to get a little extra saucy. Okay, we're going in. It actually tastes on point. Like really, really good. Like I said, it's nice and tender. So I think that's the important thing here rather than it being dry. Yum. Okay, so now let's compare it to the proper one. This guy. Obviously, the other one's more fatty, but I think I like the flavor of mine better. It's got that good 5-spice kick. The cam's just reaching for food yet. There's just like arms coming out of the monitor. Oh God. How long did I cook it? I cooked it in the sous vide for 2.5 hours. It was marinated overnight with a char siu marinade. Cooked it for 2.5 hours in the sous vide, and then we just quickly glazed it and broiled it before I cut it. Okay, let's taste some of our sides here. So our sesame rice. It's got that nice nutty flavor, but I didn't add any salt to the rice just to kind of dull down all the other strong flavors. And let's have a little piece of our choy. The juiciness. Yeah, the roasty edges, exactly, Vaders. The bok choy is almost like a palate cleanser. Tristan, it's uptime. It's called uptime. 3 hours, 45 minutes. Crushed it, guys. You got any of them whoopie pies left? We ate them all. They were so good. Okay. Ta-da! We made some char siu. It's pretty legit. I'm excited. Yeah, Sammy ate the last one. Thanks everyone for all the love today. Got some new subs or some resubs. Bunch of biddies, a donation from Bachelor Life. If you guys are unsure of who that is, you should go give him a follow. He's been in here all stream with us. It's awesome. He's also a cooking streamer. And Rook just got his affiliate. And also, don't forget about Twin Vaders. They are twin brothers from the UK, and they also do cooking streams. They were the first cooking streamers that I found on Twitch way back when. So shout out to you guys. Still holding it down. 3 Michelin stars. Thanks, guys. Okay, is anyone on that we can raid? Because my stream is, or my followers are pretty quiet. I got nobody. But if you guys have someone to suggest, then we will go raid them. Otherwise, we're just going to call it a night. No problem, guys. We got to spread the love all over. Got to stay strong with these cooking streams. Okay, no one's suggesting anyone. And don't forget, if you guys want any recipes, hop in to my Discord. That's where everything's posted. And then Bachelor Life, I'm not sure if you found my Instagram yet, but I'm sure you would love it. So there are those 2 things for you. And I hope everyone has a great night / day, wherever you are. And I will see you tomorrow. We are doing up charcoal grilled steaks, mac and cheese, and grilled asparagus, which I think sounds lovely. He's cooking up some PUBG. Sprock. Okay, let's do it. We're going into Sprock. S-P-R-O-K. Okay, good night, guys. Have you got some Munster for the mac and cheese? No, but I have like 7 different cheeses here. Don't worry, Rook. I'll take care of it. All right, my peeps. Much love. Get your onions ready. Let's show Sprock some love.